Let's pick everyone back up. House Imladris. The reaction from House Amladaris was so quick and vehement, it could only mean they've known about the scandal in their family tree for some time, centuries perhaps. Their first responses were threats, but after being assured of our serious intent, they quickly changed their tune. Several retainers arrived with a letter for you. The retainer's letter. My dear Inquisitor, naturally these accusations of a connection to those old legends are without merit. And even if that weren't the case, it would have little meaning to my family today. We are Tevinter citizens of good standing, uninterested in whatever this Corypheus has to offer, and will support the Inquisition in its efforts to fight this creature, however we may. Magister Irian of House Amladaris. Good. Commander, a fine victory. May our enemies feel its stings. Chevalier Doucet. And over here, so Ruth was misdirected to areas where we have already cleared off factions opposed to us. We have. She disappeared for a time, but reportedly surfaced in the Chantry in Val-Chemin. She has requested long-term lodging. Perhaps that is a good sign. Gathering herbs. Celebrate the dragon slaying. Inspire! Delicate negotiations. Yeah, without knowing more about some of these things. Consequences of Blackwall's lie. A letter written in fine hand and lightly scented, signed by Josephine. The issue of Tom Rainier has been settled, but his deception has had far-reaching consequences. Had we not used the Grey Warden treaties, we might not have found ourselves in so awkward a position. As it is, I receive daily messages from all quarters demanding we make reparations. We must do something. Scribbled up beneath, signed by Cullen. I'm sorry, did we embarrass a duchess at a soiree by stepping on her gown, or was the sky torn open and Haven beset by an ancient darkspawn magister? We needed the gold. We needed the men. You would have persuaded someone to part with them, with or without the treaties. We are not making reparations for doing what we had to do, what no one else could have done. Don't forget, we are now allied with the Wardens. If we had no authority to conscript before, we do now. Do we want the Inquisition to survive beyond Corypheus' defeat? We won't always be at war. Why alienate allies when it would take so little to appease them? Let us return what was taken under false pretense and put these treaties aside. We step forward, not back. No apologies. What happened with the Wardens gives us more authority than ever to use the treaties. Okay, I need to think about this. I'd like more detail as to what this meant. That's the thing, like, let us return what was taken under false pretense. Well, but then it goes back to Cullen. It's like, I mean, technically what you do, what would probably end up happening if it's about conscription, is they would be returned and say, well, now we've got the Grey Wardens, we're going to use the treaties anyway. And that's why I don't like the putting the treaties aside thing. I'll have to think about that one. Those across the sea. How do people remove the downward pointing triangular symbols from our outposts? They have not made a reappearance, which means little. It's clear someone has an interest in the Inquisition. Someone organised with ties to those across the sea. We've eliminated the Cunari as the most obvious suspects. Nonetheless, knowing who they're not does not tell us who they are, what they're doing, or why. They're clever, we know that, and they have resources. But so do we, and they should learn that they are not to toy with the Inquisition. If our investigations have any hope of succeeding, we'll have to strike hard and fast before they even know we're looking. Coordinated effort hitting all the leads we have at once. I won't commit our forces to hunting a shadowy cabal obsessed with little short drawings. I say we forget some focus on Corypheus. What if it is Corypheus? Go Liliana. I mean, I kind of understand. Oh my goodness, what are all these quests, haven't I? The elven glyphs discovered in the Dales might prove valuable. Cursory inspection suggests they predate the ruins in which they were found, possibly transferred onto the stone from a much older edifice that dates back to the original elven nation or even earlier. One of our mages, a Dalish elf named Cillian, believes he may be able to translate the glyphs provided we grant him the needed contacts. Oh, go on. It required some gifts to several Dalish clans travelling along the Waking Sea coast, but Cillian was able to get the text he needed to translate the glyphs. He claims they're a kind of map showing the location to to an ancient temple dedicated to Deathramen, the elven god of secrets. He has provided us the location, but it should be noted we're not the first to invest these glyphs. A group of treasure hunters evidently mentioned them several years ago. They have not been heard from since. I'm not going to head there now. And repair Pontagur. Citadelle du Corbeau, where Celine's forces are stationed, was cut off from the rest of the Dales when Pont-Agur was destroyed in the Civil War. Owing to the rocky terrain around the citadel, it has no other access points. Forces within could well have been stranded for weeks. I will send our best build as soon as you give the word. Go. I've got the power, may as well do it. Pont-Agur has been repaired, and the citadel is once more accessible by road. Oddly enough, we have seen no sign of activity from the army. Something to investigate further, perhaps. Cullen. Not now. Right. Okay. I should really think about going down there at some point. Delicate negotiations. Here's the thing. Inquisitor, here's the thing. I don't even own a mask. Thus, when the Orlesian Empress invites me to engage in real peace talks, I get nervous. I don't know what Orlesians mean when they say that, but I hear it involves poison and dancing. Perhaps both at the same time. I'm told you know Empress Celine, and she owes you for that whole saved her life business. Considering you also helped save mine, perhaps the Inquisition could help make these talks happen. There is a great deal of bad blood between these nations, but I will do my best to facilitate their talks. Good.
Let us begin.
Now, Cullen. Cullen. A letter from the Inquisition apothecary Elan Vermal, directed to the Inquisitor alone. I am not, by several estimations of character, a nice person. As they say, one must have a past to carve a future. Do they say that? Perhaps I should clarify that I say that, and for my own reasons I am here and I serve. I trust that you see the value in that and would invest in protecting it. Certain resources of mine are in the hands of another. Said person helped create my recipes. The value of my work is lessened if it is duplicated elsewhere. It is not so much a matter of recovery as much as denial. Who knows who might receive benefit of this brewing doppelganger? You are free to ignore this situation, but would it not be better for the resource of the Inquisition to be unique if this person were simply gone? The location of a freehold follows in the name Isthmus Goodson. If we have doubts about this person, it's a simple matter to have a local lord imprison him in relative comfort for the duration of our concern. Precious about a single life, you decide what serves our cause, and we will see it done. The hold is near to enter territory that is unknown or in dispute. If we are to hobble this person on a hunch, raise the fields, but do not stoop to outright killing. I don't know. Message from the rector waits on the war table, still in its canister from the messenger bird. Located the cell, 15 mages. Materials suggest they are building explosives similar to the one used in Kirkwall. Targets unknown. Do you bring them in quietly, or do you go and stop them? Did someone mention Coventry? Seems to certainly be the case. Yes, I know that's a myth, I know. Alright, you don't know what I'm talking about. Coventry. There's a myth in World War II that that Churchill, having broken the codes, knew that the Germans were planning on bombing Coventry. And the choice was either to allow them to bomb Coventry and essentially ignore the information, or to stop them, but kind of give away that they'd broken the codes. So therefore, do you do what is short-term better, stop Coventry being bombed, or long-term better, i.e. allow them to bomb Coventry, but get a lot more information and get quite lucky with other things because you know you've broken their codes? That's kind of a similar thing. It's like, do you not stop them doing this terrible thing so that you can fight them better in other ways by surreptitiously taking one or two? Neatly filed request form, copied in triplicate and delivered to the appropriate parties. Request. Tissue samples from carnivores found in central Orlais and along the outskirts of the western approach. See attached list. Soil samples from areas surrounding closed fade rifts. Access to field reports containing references to local fauna. A copy of Gregor Werthing's Haller in the Heather, Wolves in the Woods, and Naturalist Observations. Apologies, but I lost my copy when the Circle rebelled. Purpose. The Commander has expressed satisfaction with the practical applications of my previous findings. To continue my research, I would conduct an in-depth exploration of the Inquisitor's environmental impact, specifically the sealing of fade rifts on local species. Signed, Helisma Derrington, Inquisition researcher. One of our trading partners should be able to find the book. Purchase the rest of them hunters. No doubt there's a market for rift dirt and anything else related to the Inquisitor. I can find sellers. My men can gather. Go on, Cullen.
Inquisitor.
Alright, so we've sent everyone off. I think this looks slightly better luck thinking about it, rather than the full-on red coat style thing. I don't know. Where on earth is this quest for Varric's books? Dorian approves. I don't know what Dorian approved of, but he approved. Yeah, it's because this isn't that bright, the arms. So in the dark it looks kind of more brown. Where is this quest? Let's have a look in here then. I don't think it's going to be in here. It's blacksmith. I don't think I'm going to be interested in books. I mean, I've gone pretty much everywhere there is to go, haven't I? I've misplaced a quest. It's quite sad. Unless I have actually still got it. No. Is that a new area? World map. Ooh! A new area. I've got loads of different quests around. So I think we'll probably spend a bit of time doing random quests. Admittedly, I do want to do the stuff in Emprise de Lyon, but I think maybe wait and do some leveling. Now, Giselle did say that she was kind of worried about
Your worship.
The hinterlands, that the refugees were going to be suffering and struggling, so maybe we could do some stuff there. Maybe I talk to you. Did you give it?
Yes, Inquisitor. How will you choose to extend your reach today?
No. Okay.
Right. If you're so smart, tell me how Corypheus can do all those things. How it's not elves. Seems to me he's human. Or was.
Haven was a cock-up, herald, Inquisitor. But you did right by me, and others. We'll pay you back.
Is that why we replaced you? Where's the alchemist stuff? Where's the alchemist place? Because I've got some potions I could upgrade. Couldn't I? Where would that be? Is that gonna be in the Undercroft? Might be. Let's head to the Undercroft. Let's just do a load of things in Skyhold before we wrap up. Don't think there's anyone in there.
Going well, I hope?
Ooh, what's new?
What's been going on?
They've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
Ooh.
I should go.
So no, I can't remember where this Varric quest is. Oh well. I should stop getting caught up in it and just work on it. Oh, no, that's one thing I wanted to look at. So if I say I'm going to go to no. On Police de Lyon, and I'm going to go local map. No, world map. I've got all these little random quests. So we'll go here, And if you travel... Okay. Interesting picture. Undercroft. That's what we were doing. I'm still trying to think about where this quest was. I just can't think of it. I shall have to give up. Do you potion? Let's upgrade potions.
Serve the Lord who lighted his
I'm not... Don't have enough. Generation potion. Can't make these. Can't upgrade. I could upgrade... Oh no, he's healing though. Alfred. I can't use... Well, I can use Alfred. I don't want to use Alfred. That's the problem. Pitch grade. I think that's what I've got, isn't it? So we need Blood Lotus and Elfruit, and a lot of Elfruit. And I think that's rather prevalent in the hinterlands, actually. I wonder what quest we need to do with the hinterlands to help with the refugees. Security, maybe? Speak with Bron. Set that active, then. Let's head over there, actually. View. So we just want to go there so we can travel. Right. Should I bring Blackwall along? No, I'm already... This is the thing, is I'm essentially Blackwall at this point. And coal. And let's... I could bring Solus and try and get him to like me more. And I think that Vivienne, she needs to deal with her stuff. And Dorian's helping with the Tevinter issues. So, we'll go and speak to Bron, I think it was. So I assume that will help with the refugees. And maybe I get some other quests. And I'll probably faff around the hinterlands for a little bit. I should actually look and see. I should have actually looked at this before, shouldn't I? Is this better for you, Mr. Cole? The Lady Jocasta? It's better than all your weapons, by the looks of things. Maybe not. That's the thing, is I don't know what this, what the Master Lightning Rune does. I think I'll do that. If I go back... Yeah, okay, we've already looked at those. And then we've got Solus, but I don't think we've got... No. Armour. Light armour. Oh, hat. Should have given that. I think these are both for Vivienne only, yes. Should have looked at that before. Nothing new in armour. No, I think I sold all of that extra stuff anyway.